love and support, and happy my family's here as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to also back that up. So we appreciate the support ongoing from people. It means a lot to us. Support of beautiful Samoa. Thank you for coming out. We've been coming to Samoa for quite a while now. Probably been forth. Obviously, we haven't been out here from the last couple of years because of obviously the pandemic. Jai has wanted to come out during that time. Obviously, it was a battle, but Jai's always carried the support of the Samoan people in his heart through his whole last professional years he's of boxing. So yeah, we thank everyone for that. Jai Opetaia, as we all know, Jai Opetaia is the best cruiserweight in the world as we speak right here, right now. Jai 2 months ago fought a well-established cruiserweight that has been the champion for the last 4 or 5 years. He's defended his title numerous times. Jai was the underdog. We all knew that Jai had the ability. It just comes down to determination and the character of Jai. But Jai was the underdog, and as we spoke to the IBF, we got them to put it back an extra 2 months. So 10 weeks out from Jai's world title fight. He had an operation on 2 of his ribs where he tore his rib cartilage as well. And a lot of people said that Jai wouldn't make the fight still, but he did. And so with all the setbacks, Jai did make the fight. And as we know, during that fight, Jai sustained quite a substantial injury to his jaw. So in the 3rd round, he broke one side of his jaw, and in about the 9th or 10th round, he completely snapped the other side, and still went on to fight the whole 12 rounds against one of the baddest cruiserweights in the last 10 years, and to win by majority decision. So I think if Jai didn't break his jaw, he would have stopped him, and which no one has ever stopped this guy before. The only other time that this guy's been beaten, Breedis, was by Alexander Usyk. That's now got the unification of the heavyweight world titles. So to put it in perspective is that what Jai's done over the last years, it's outstanding. But no, once again, we appreciate the support of the Samoa, and we also love the support of beautiful Samoa. And if anyone has any questions, please go ahead and ask.
I'll start off with Jai. How does it feel to be back in Samoa, especially for this 60th?
Yeah, it's a good feeling, man. It's it's pretty overwhelming. The sort of support I've been getting while I've been here in Samoa. It's like this morning we went to a school, and just the energy the school had and how excited they all got. It was it's a crazy feeling, So I'm honoured.
What do you think of the welcoming at Lava Hotel and on your arrival?
It's like that as well, It's just insane that they make such a big deal, when I'm just
To recovery after.
it's still healing. I'm still eating like solid foods, so it's not fully recovered yet, but it's getting there. It's a process, and we just got to sort of be patient and don't rush these type of things.
Just to let you know about his jaw as well, like it was substantial, and even up to this day, Jai still hasn't eaten solid foods, so it has been quite difficult, slow recovery, but hopefully by March next year he'll have his next fight.
How's preparation for that? Are you back in training or are you taking time?
Well, I'm really enjoying my time here in Samoa. It's relaxing, and but when we go back home next Tuesday, we're back into training and stuff like that. But I'm doing what I can. I'm pretty limited to the sort of exercise I can do because I don't want to slow the process down at all.
Welcome to Island Resort. Can you tell us your villages here in Samoa?
Apia, Lanumanu.
So which one have you visited so far?
To have a big family dinner tonight, so I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm not the most, I'm born and raised in Australia, so it's I'm still very learning my Samoan culture, and it's important to me. So every time I come, I get more in touch, and it's very educating every time I come as well. So tonight's going to be an awesome night, and I'm really looking forward to. My I got Samoan blood runs through my veins, and I really want to feel more at home every time I come here. So
Now, when you first broke your jaw, you mentioned before that you carry on, and then the second side went. What made you want to carry on?
people don't see the sort of work you got to do to get to that fight. The roster that you got to sort of go through. The preparation. You did, and a broken jaw is an injury that can be fixed, but losing a fight, you remember that for, you know what I mean? And so the show had to go on, and winning the fight was more.
How important was your family going into this fight?
Family's everything, man. Family's the reason why you do everything you do. It's a big motivation to me, and being the provider, and taking home the sort of giving my family a better life is something that motivates me every day.
I see there's a ring on your finger. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, I'm engaged. My fiance's at home. Yeah. But yeah, I just wear the ring. But yeah, my fiance actually won a grand final yesterday, so shout out to her.
Well, there you go, ladies. Some off the charts now.
I heard as a world champion, any boxer's dream to be.
Man, like I said, it's a lot of hard work, man, and it's taken a long time to get here. First fight at 8 years old, so it's 27. It's pretty much taken 27 years to get here. It's a lot of hard work and dedication. But I always believed. I always, believed in myself and worked hard, and I always knew I could do it. But I'm here now, and now we do these meetings, and get all the, it's. I'm still learning, man. It's a crazy experience.
A lot of people do ask me, when did I first realise that Jai Opetaia would be a world champion? And I always say to them, like, I've known Jai since I was about 5 years old. And from the first day I met Jai and his dad, I knew this kid was different. His career and his amateur career, Jai Opetaia always had that in the 2012. I think he was the youngest in the world that's ever represented their country. So you actually had to be 17 to go into the competition. So he was lucky he was 7 the week before. Otherwise, he was too young to qualify. But Jai's always had that X factor, as I say, and even when he started pro, it was very difficult to find opponents for Jai, and we've had that problem the whole way through. And if you look at the quality of opponents that Jai's had leading up to the world title, it's probably domestic Australian level, and that's why a lot of the experts sort of wrote Jai off, because he's never been tested at the higher level. But Jai, just through grit, determination, and preparation, he made that other guy look second rate. And Jai didn't only win the IBF World Cruiserweight title, which is one of the prestigious sanctioning titles in the world. Jai actually won the Ring magazine, this belt over to my. So what the Ring magazine belt is that's, you don't fight for a Ring magazine belt, and it's pretty rare, and a lot of people probably don't understand or don't know what that particular belt is. So you actually get awarded that belt. So Alexander Usyk's got it at the moment at the heavyweight. Canelo's got it. Like, only the best are the best in each division. So that was actually awarded to him. We actually got the email 3 a.m. after Jai fought, and they'd already awarded it to him. So that's very special, and it's even more rare. So the grit and the determination that Jai showed to win that fight, credit to him. Like, he is a champion, and over the next 4 or 5 years, like, I expect Jai to fight for all the. Jai would probably fight for the WBC, we hope, next. There's a guy over in the UK called Mugabu. He's got the WBC title. Jai really wants him next. I think Jai stops him pretty early. So the idea is, obviously, over the next 5 years to unify the titles and then see where we go after that. But look, it's only the start. There's still, this is the start of his world title career. So every fight he has from here on in is a world title. They're all coming.
You mentioned that he and he became.
Father is named Jai Opetaia. He actually was a part of the Olympic squad in the 60s in Samoa. Look, the boxing runs deep through these roots. Jai's a 4th generation on his dad's side. He's a 3rd generation on his mum's side. And look, Jai respects, and he holds that in great honour. So, look, Jai represents Australia and Samoa every time he gets in that ring. And if anyone does follow Jai, they will see Jai from day one. It's had the Australian flag and the Samoan flag on his hips every single fight, and he always carries proud the Samoan flag in the ring. Look, he's Australian Samoan, but he's proud of his heritage, and he's proud of both sides.
So how far away are we from the next defense of your title?
We just got to get this jaw fixed up 100%. But I was hoping to have a fight before the end of the year, but it's not looking too good with the jaw. So we're looking about
probably March, April
next year. March, April next year, man. But man, I'm excited. Like Mick said, this is the start of the international level now. I've cleaned my backyard. I've done the hard work. 22 fights, and now it's time for the real ones, the international world titles. So it's exciting, man. The doctor said that where the breaks were, when the bone starts to heal, actually be stronger. So, and I've had a few surgeries, so it's not my first time sort of coming back off an injury. So, we just got to take our time, but I think I'll make a 100% recovery, and I just can't wait to get back in the ring, man, because I've got a lot of unfinished business,
Are you going to have some towels while you're in town?
It's got to be soft, because I can't chew yet, but I'm enjoying the seafood. I've been eating fish every day, so it's been awesome.
You've also got some Samoan healers. Would you be keen to give it a go for the healing process?
For sure. Why not?
Are there any Samoan boxers that you look up to at the start of your career? famous Samoan boxers that you looked up to?
Of course, like there's obviously David Tua. You know, growing up, David Tua was the man. You know, and you know, I've met David Tua a few times, and it was full starstruck. First time I met him. You know, and even just you know, I had my first professional debut on a Joseph Parker undercard. I fought in New Zealand in Chicago, and yeah, man, like he sort of paved the way for us boys, and you know he set the pace, and you know we're sort of trying to do better and better, and you know we've always sort of you know like Samoans, you see someone doing well, you really sort of take pride in it. So
One thing that we are passionate about too, and it's close to Jai's heart,